21 years later, I'm still the same, apparently. Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. This is your home for vintage Lego, and I have proof of that. About 6 years ago, I uploaded a video to YouTube that was some found footage of VHS recordings that I made back in late December of 2000. My daughter was a baby then. We lived in our first house, and I still had a decent Lego collection. And so I did a video filming that, and some of the expressions that I used in that video I still use today. I guess I'm a creature of habit. But I was going to do, I set out today, I said in the last video that I was going to tell the Piggly Wiggly story. And I went down this rabbit hole of the Piggly Wiggly story involves the Mr. Freeze train, the 4561, and the Silver Champion. And I was like, did I have that on the video? And so I went and looked at this video, and then I realized, oh wait, that was the Piggly Wiggly story, I think, was after the first house. It was actually after we moved to the second house, I think. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get the Piggly Wiggly story out of the way, and then we'll talk about some of my Lego collection from December of 2000. So the Piggly Wiggly story is my father-in-law worked for Piggly Wiggly. When we got married, my wife and I got married. I didn't marry my father-in-law, I married my wife. Anyway, he worked for Piggly Wiggly, and Walmart had a deal on Lego stuff, and I would ship it there. And so my father-in-law was like, I had this interest in Lego, and he had the opportunity, I guess a Lego salesman or marketer, I don't know how it works, and I wish I had the paperwork, but he was approached about putting some kind of module or something in the store that would be like a display to sell Lego. A small display, not a whole aisle or anything. And it was a list of like what the sets were, what type of sets there would be. And I would give anything if it was today, I'd be like taking pictures of it. But I don't know if they do things like that. But yeah, so he was asking me because he knew that I liked Lego because I was shipping the stuff there. Because I was getting all these big boxes, and I didn't want to leave them on the porch and just ship them to him, and then he'd bring them to me. But yeah, so anyway, the one thing that stood out to me in this proposal to Piggly Wiggly is Lego talking about the size of the box. And it's been so long now, I can't remember the exact wording. The word illusion, like alluded to, comes to mind, but that might not have been the word they used. But it was like, basically, it was saying, we put these little Lego sets in big boxes so people will think they're valuable. So this is where we got the box bloat. So basically, it's where these box sets that would be essentially like a poly bag today, they put them in a box. And they made the boxes bigger on these sets so that people would think they're getting more value for their money. And that was right there in print. It was in print. And I wish I had that today to show you. I don't think my father-in-law kept that paperwork, and he hasn't worked at Piggly Wiggly in close to 20 years, because it wasn't long after that he ended up going somewhere else. But another thing, so of those shipments, which the Mr. Freeze train is why I got to the video I'm about to look at with my collection. But I had 10 of those shipped to him. I also had 10 of the Silver Champion because Walmart had them crazy clearance on those. I want to say they were like $50. So the Mr. Freeze train, the 4561, it was like 130 retail, and I think I paid $50 for them. And it was the same or a little more for the Silver Champion. And so I bought 10. So it was that would have been my first mega haul back in the day, because I discovered eBay in 2000. So shortly after that, in like 2001, is when I started thinking about buying Lego to resell. And I was thinking about selling sealed sets. And I sold all those that I had. I sold those as sealed sets. I didn't part them out. But that was that was my first big haul. And I went to Piggly Wiggly. So that's the Piggly Wiggly story. And I think the thing about them saying the big box would make customers, let's trick our customers into think they're getting a better value than they are. So anyway, I got this video of my collection. This is in my basement of my first house that I bought. And it's December 23rd, 2000 when it starts. More of the trains. Cargo train. High speed intercity. Well, let's see. I think it's just a high speed train. And the same as Metroliner. Opened, but all the pieces were there. Okay, some more train sets. That's the video. I mean the CD-ROM. So the Lego Loco Brick Trains was just, he just did a video recently about the little hand car that is in there, and it was a boxed set inside the Lego Loco box. And it's, I started eBay in 2000, so I had already started buying stuff from Europe that I didn't know about. So that TGV style train, the red and black intercity train. I don't know what I don't know, it's sad that I can never remember the name of that passenger train. It's probably called passenger train, even though it's one of my favorites. But yeah, that was one of my eBay purchases from back in the day. And a lot of these sets are sealed. And yeah, let's just keep looking. Some new stuff here. Hard to find, 2585. Cross track there. Lego trains. Another car carrier. That's not the same one as before. That's an unopened one. Some plates that I was going to use to make a truck. Got 3 of those there. Unopened train station. So those red plates, I actually did end up making that truck. I did a video on it. It was the Legoland California truck, and they had in the, this is one of the sets that wasn't a set, but you have instructions for it. They came in a shop at home catalog of all things. So it was to build the trailer. And the interesting thing about that set is that the stickers for the trailer came if you bought the truck. So you buy the truck and there's these extra stickers, and they're for going to Lego Shop at Home and buying the parts packs. And it had a list of which parts packs to buy to build the truck, and that was one of the parts. I bought those sometime before December 23rd, 2000, and I didn't build that till about a year or two ago. Okay, so I didn't record all that. The Mr. Freeze train. Some track. Here's some sets that I threw the box away, but I have the instructions and all the pieces. There's another 4563 train. The track's in a different box. There's a 7821 with no instructions and no box. I can get the scans though. Okay. Here's some parts I got from Europe. Included these 3 sets. And some extra track. I'm not sure how much extra track. I do have a set of the points. 4531 set. Some Metro, the yellow station, the freight train, and crossing. Misplaced it, but there it is, my club car. 4547 club car. No box. Threw it away. Stupid. And there's some miscellaneous track. 2 sets of points in there. Some of my Lego town pieces that I'll use in conjunction with the trains. In the Gas and Wash Express, I'm missing 1 piece, a 1x6 green. So now we're going to be looking at some of the town sets I had. I didn't have a whole lot of them, and I was already thinking about making a layout back then. I don't know if I would have called it a Lego City, but I had the trains. I wanted to set up the trains and have the buildings up there as you would build a model railway. So I see which rare things. And most of these things I sold, except for the Gas and Wash Express and a few other things.
which should be easy to replace. 2 McDonald's sets, an opened octane truck. I collect garbage trucks, so there's 2. There's some more trucks. Some vehicles and leaves and
I still say I collect garbage trucks to this day.
some vehicles
And there's
and leaves and famous
also in
pizzeria
here
set,
is the Lego in California truck.
and another police set. Some telephone Tour de France sets. More town sets. Jailbreak Joe. Here's some Paradisa sets.
So this is like my proof that I was collecting Paradisa. I didn't get into Paradisa because I saw other people doing it on YouTube. I collected it because I liked it back then.
Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Luke Skywalker keychains.
Alright, so this is the original Star Wars stuff that came out in '99 and 2000. And at this point, I still had the goal of collecting every Lego Star Wars set ever. I failed.
Ted Sectional Adventure Collection. There's 2 boxes of the cards. Phone booth, speaker and tape set, jam session. Bill and Ted, King's Con, Grim Reaper, Rufus, Billy the Kid, Abe, and a very old box of cereal.
And I think it's important to know that I still like Bill and Ted, and this is my biggest regret in this video, is I sold all of my Bill and Ted figures. They really weren't worth that much then. I probably sold a lot of them for less than $10. And yeah, these things are worth a whole lot now. All right, so that Walmart multi-pack, that was pretty special. I got to actually go back and look at that because I ended up, I think I took this, what was there, wasn't there some castle sets in there? Yeah, there's there's a castle set, western set, city set, and space, like Aspirius or something. I think I don't know what I did with all that stuff. I did open it. It's probably worth a lot if it was still sealed. So, so that was a look at my old collection, and this all started for me thinking of the 4561 train and because of the Piggly Wiggly story. But I hope you enjoyed a look at this. It's the story of how I inadvertently started making YouTube videos back in December of 2000. And I was still monotone until like 2015. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow in a different shirt. This is the Spider-Man. This is not the one Jeremy sent me from Common Collected. This is the one we got at Target. It's the, I think, the Todd McFarlane style shirt. But see you guys tomorrow.